Before I tell you about Season 10's terrifying episode, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Okay, so imagine you're watching your favorite cartoon and suddenly it turns into a nature documentary from hell. That's exactly what Feral Friends does to SpongeBob, and honestly, it's the stuff of nightmares. This episode begins with Sandy's having a birthday party at Jellyfish Fields with all her friends. Everything's normal, everyone's happy, Patrick eats Sandy's cake because of course he does, but then the ground starts shaking, and this creepy green moon called Neptune's moon rises from a volcano. And that's when things go completely insane. The moment that green light touches anyone, they transform into realistic versions of their actual sea creatures. But here's the thing, when I say realistic, I mean disturbingly, uncomfortably realistic. SpongeBob becomes this weird kitchen sponge-shaped filter feeder that literally eats bacteria. Patrick turns into this gross, slimy starfish that ejects his stomach to eat. What makes this episode absolutely terrifying is how the animation completely changes. 1 second you're watching your familiar cartoon friends, and the next second they're these grotesque, realistic sea creatures that look like they crawled out of a biology textbook. The contrast is jarring and deeply unsettling. It's like watching your childhood friends turn into monsters. Sandy becomes the sole survivor because she's a land mammal, not a sea creature. But instead of relief, this creates pure terror. She has to watch all her friends lose their minds and personalities, becoming wild animals driven only by instinct. Mr. Krabs turns into a scavenger crab eating garbage. Mrs. Puff becomes a predatory pufferfish trying to eat Mr. Krabs. Larry molts his shell and then eats it, which is absolutely disgusting. They can't talk, they can't think, they can't remember who they are. Pearl becomes a massive sperm whale who swallows her phone. Squidward transforms into a giant octopus that becomes the main threat of the episode. Speaking of Squidward, his transformation is the most terrifying part.